I didn't think Rambo Last Blood was a bad movie at all. I think it was actually a pretty great movie. Not going to win an Oscar or anything insane, but I think as far as, series movies go and Stallone movies, not saying that as a bad thing, and just everything about how other similar genre movies have ended. I think that this was pretty much about as perfect of a movie as you can get. I mean, there's a few things I didn't like, tiny little bit here and there, but I mean, for the most part, like the action was good. The movie went quick. It was an hour and 39 minutes. I'd guess it was probably around an hour 35 runtime. Excuse me. And I think that that's just perfect. It wasn't, there's no need for it to be crazy long. This is just, I mean, yeah, some movies, it's nice that they're like 2 hours. Like it's nice that some Marvel movies are like up to 2 hours if you enjoy watching Marvel movies. And, they've kind of done that, often, but, it's not the worst thing in the world to have a short movie. Short, sweet, good, in, out, like, and you get to just and it's a perfect for me. I'm big on movies being an escape from reality, and it's just a nice, just good, good distraction. So a little bit more about the movie. Hopefully, gonna do my best to stay spoiler free. If it's got spoilers, they'll say spoiler in the title. But I'm gonna do my best to do a spoiler free movie. So basically, the premise is that his goddaughter basically gets kidnapped, and I'm not sure if that was part of the original Rambo because I believe that this one was a sequel. I think. But the nice thing about this movie is you didn't really have to see the first one to understand any of this. Like, I didn't see the first one, and it never really impacted how, I enjoyed the movie. I'm going to definitely be watching them. At the time of recording, I have not watched them, but definitely, like, they are on my list. At the very least, I'm going to see the first Rambo and the fourth Rambo, which is the movie that came before this, Last Blood. So excited for all that. And they could be terrible. Who knows? But from what I understand, Stallone is fucking jacked out of his mind, and that really is what I want to go see. Honestly, I love, like, come on, baby. Like, I mean, that's why Last Blood was so good. Great action. Like, it was exactly what I wanted. Like, I wanted to see Stallone fucking murk people. Like, I want to see, like, Rambo, it's just like this guy. I imagine this insane fucking PTSD Vietnam vet fucking pretending, everybody's, he's like, it's still the concrete jungle, the cities, it's not like it's that far off from being it probably triggers him. So I was like, okay, shit, what's gonna go down? And exactly what you want to go down goes down. Everybody dies. Oh yeah, that's not a spoiler. You know that. You know that's gonna happen. I mean, like, do you expect to see a Rambo movie where no one dies? Like, come on, please. Like, that's not a spoiler, like, whatsoever. And it's just like, it's so satisfying. And again, if I'm gonna repeat myself too much, I might just run the rest of the Monster Hunter footage or something. I'm not sure if I want to clip it because, like, man, this Monster Hunter game was clean. I could, like, dodge so much shit. I was popping them off. It was a good game. But Stallone, like, the so the action was exactly what you wanted, but then it was like not just the mindless action. Like, the premise, is simple, whatever, but I mean, it's not really and again, this is not like Oscar winning or anything like this, but this was like it was a solid, fairly relatable movie, it's not the killing part. It's like, yeah, I relate to just like chopping dudes' heads off and fucking whatever, like eating ass, not eating ass, chewing bubble gum and kicking ass, and all that bubble gum. I'm gonna rip off your neck and shit down your throat, or rip off your head and shit down your neck. Whatever the Duke Nukem thing is, I can't remember, but the plot gave the murdering like a nice little layer. Like it just it was nice that it was nice that all this action happened, and it's not like, well, okay, it's nice that this action happened, but like this is like a stupid plot and whatever. But like this is definitely like I personally thought that was nice that that it wasn't like a stupid reason why the movie was happening. Like it wasn't like Oscar winning, but it was good. Like it wasn't like stupid. Like it was done well. The acting was good. Like it was just all in all, Rambo Last Blood, just very, very 10 out of 10 movie. Not 10 out of 10. I'd say there's a couple things that didn't make sense. A couple, not like plot holes, but a couple things that, I was just like, this is a little bit. Like, it didn't take me out of the movie, but I was like, it made me think for a second about, like, it was one of those things, like, I really try not to be like that guy when it comes to movies. Like, oh, well, he couldn't have survived in space because his eyeballs would have popped, and like I'm really not trying to be that guy or anything, but like it was one of those moments where it was like, that's a little weird. I thought it was like that, but I mean otherwise, like, if anything, maybe brings it down to an 8.5 out of 10 instead of a 9 out of 10. But I would definitely give it pretty high rating, 9 out of 10, if not a little bit better. But I also am extremely biased. Stallone is a favorite. I love so these movies are 1,000% worse, but I love the lockup movies. I love that shit. And it's like literally like way worse than these or than this. Like those movies are really not that good, but I just like, I still love them because I'm a fan. So, biased, understand that. If you don't like Stallone movies, I think you're obviously not going to like Stallone movies. But, like I said, short, sweet, to the point, had good action, good acting. Stallone, still fucking jacked as hell, just fucking swinging dick. Like, I mean, come on. What else do you want to see? It's like John Wick except shorter and not Keanu. and he's not as insane with kung fu, but he's got that fucking he's good with a knife, boy. I gotta tell you what, brother. So all right, that's it. There's only like 2 minutes left of this footage, so I'm just gonna let it play out. If you have an AMC near you, it's still playing. I couldn't believe it was still playing. I gotta see what time it came out, but I couldn't believe it was playing. So, I mean, I went and saw it. It's, fucking October 17th right now. I saw it yesterday. And if you really, if you got one near you, Tuesdays, it's $5 or $6 movies. I can't remember on Tuesdays. So, I mean, fucking yeet. Go fucking see some dudes' heads roll. So that's about it, and it's a shame we didn't get this monster. Fucking rip, dude. What a shame.